We are using the Raid Pulse that we got from beating the boss. It's pretty cool. I think it's rare. We got this week 1. I don't think that many people did. This Void weapon leashes Void debuffs when damaging targets that are suppressed, weakened, or volatile. They don't even need to be killed by this pulse. They simply need to shoot people who are suppressed, weakened, or volatile. If you shoot somebody who's suppressed, weakened, or volatile enough, then you get to change the firing mode. And we're trying to figure out a good Crucible build to make it work. So we'll go experiment right now and see how it goes. I can see how in Crucible this might be very difficult. You have to get a ton of people weakened and shoot at them with this pulse and stay alive long enough for the streak to continue for you to actually get this perk, which I don't see being very viable. Okay, so I shot that guy who was weakened. I mean, he hit my nade. He should have been weakened. Doesn't seem like it did anything. That sucks. This is so interesting. So that guy's all like suppressed and weakened, although by the time I get up here, he probably won't be. My thing still isn't charged up at all, even though I think I just shot somebody who's weakened. Man, the pulse itself is not that bad. But getting this perk to trigger in PvP is a dumpster fire. I got no abilities to get my pulse perk going. I just got a ran. Dude, I honestly have had no clue that I'm even on some kind of a spree. And I still have no charge up on this weapon with a 20 spree. Oh my god. Okay, he's weakened. Okay, I charged up my pulse a little bit. You can see it's all like crazy looking now. It's 1 circle for each debuff. You only need 1 circle. This is such a strange gun. I know it would be obviously easier to understand in PvE, but it's kind of fun to mess around with it in PvP. Jeez. I could have tried to pulse that guy, but there's no way I'm surviving that if I do. I genuinely believe after just a tiny bit of playing with it that it's probably a PvE gun. And a good one, too. You could probably always be chaining weird explosions and devours and just proccing all your different void perks off of each other over and over and over again. It's probably really good. The best thing I could do is get a child of the god to get sent into a place where a lot of people are.
You have zone advantage.
Yeah, like up there, dude. Exactly. I mean, I didn't cap any zones, I don't think.
Get those zones back. 30 seconds remaining. You shut the
Well,
enemy down.
alright. I just insta-died to a pulse. I recognize it's not a PvP gun, but I want to try it in PvP. Each circle is a different debuff. Theoretically, you could get all 3 of the debuffs loaded up and then shoot them out at people. That's a wild concept. Okay. We got one of the things going for me right now. I'm trying to put a rift down so I can maybe start getting more things going for me. Okay. Void, leech, charged. Here we go. And I lose my 1v1. And I lose my 1v1 with it. Yeah, like I hit my shots too and I lost. My weapon was like debuff, it was weakening, it was volatiling, it was suppressing, it was doing everything. It was hitting for 33 and I still lose the 1v1. This is horrifically unenjoyable, but I want to keep trying. I'm dedicated, I'm committed. I want to keep trying. But this is misery. Okay. One of the little circles is filled up. One of them. But what are the odds of me finding a way to hit somebody else with something?
Zone B lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh god. Go, little child of the god, homie. Okay, hit another person. Okay, I got leeching rounds. Shit, I didn't mean to actually activate him. I gotta find people. Okay, so I shot that guy and a bunch of stuff started happening. Oh my god, we got a kill with it. Oh my god, we got this thing twice in one game. That's a raid exotic feeling in PvP. About as bad as I could have possibly imagined. Now I'm gonna go into Crucible with my hunter and this pulse, trying to smoke people to weaken them, suppress them to both suppress and weaken them, and kill them with nades potentially to get volatile rounds. That has all 3 things would be working for me potentially, so we can try to get this freaking pulse to actually activate a little bit more often. And we got the dodge on that gives me my smoke back if I dodge near enemies. Okay, so we shot a guy who was smoked. We're gonna shoot another guy who's smoked. Void leech charge. Dudes, you can make this work way more often because of smokes. Oh my god, dude, did I do that to him?
Tell them to line up fast.
Okay, let's fucking do it.
Zone A lost.
Okay. My weapon is charged. I'm gonna do it. I held X. We're gonna be shooting like leeching. I suppressed him. I'm pretty sure I just suppressed him. So I can leech that even though it wasn't mine. Yeah, dude. So I leeched that. I don't know if he was suppressed or he was volatile, I think. Definitely a PvE weapon. Can be fun in PvP, but it's definitely mainly a PvE weapon for sure.
Your enemy can't kill.
Why are you pre-fighting me, dude?
dead.
Okay. I don't... Okay, I'm charged up, I think. I am charged up. Void leeching charge. All right, let's do it! Woo!
For another. Zone B have
Ooh!
advantage. 3 opponents down.
Oh, baby.
In numbers, Guardian.
Void leech cooldown,
You captured Zone A. That's a
and we're
power play.
reset.
You took
Woo!
them.
When you
Now
get that
go.
thing charged up with all 3 of the circles,
Let them come. This is their fate.
volatile,
One
suppressing,
final push and victory is
and
yours.
weakening, this thing is nuts. It's hard to get it charged up with all 3, but if you get it charged up with all 3 like we just did, that is spicy. Okay. Friends, this weapon as a pulse is not that bad. If you like pulses, this is not that bad of a pulse. I'm sort of showcasing that as we speak right now. If you're using it because you want to take advantage of its really unique perks, I am not sure that it is really good for the Crucible. Just like when Vex Mythic Class came out and it was pretty bad, they buffed it because it's a raid exotic, they want it to be good. I could see something like that happening for this weapon in PvP. This is the raid exotic for the new raid. It's called Collective Obligation. It is, I think, easiest to get the buffs to proc on Hunter using smokes and the dodges that gives you smoke back if you dodge near an enemy. But even when you get the perks on the weapon, it doesn't really feel like it's that strong. We're gonna keep experimenting with it a little bit. I just shot a guy who was tethered, so I probably just got a buff. Let's see. Yep, 2 of my circles are filled on the bottom right, but my gun's not very black, so it's not ready to go yet. When you do charge it up, it's not even that awesome. It's cool, but it's not that amazing in PvP even with it charged up. And considering how difficult it is to charge it up, I do not see it being a very viable PvP weapon. Fun, but not that viable. We actually got the charging ready to go. Let's go find a spot for it.
You're almost there. 2 for 1. 1 minute. You have this.
All right, well, that's the
Your
best I've made it
killing
look so
intent
far.
is unmatched,
That is
Hunter.
by far the best I've made it look. Realistically, if I had to give a complete, thorough breakdown, this weapon, at its base, is good. It's a good pulse. It's got a little bit of a serious drop-off, but it's a good pulse. I'm talking about in PvP. If you're using it for its little unique perks, and that's all you're using it for, you're gonna have a really hard time getting it to activate constantly in Crucible. A very difficult time. And when it activates, there's nothing about it that makes it that amazingly strong. So my review in PvP currently, if you're using it for the buffs, in PvE it's probably
Your
amazing.
wall around those
But
zones.
obviously you just watched me use it. It
Iron
can
Will
work and it
beyond
can be
the
fun. It's
Crucible.
very unique, which is cool about it. I think if you're going to try to make it work, Hunter's your best bet. And yeah, that's about it. Let me give my little outro. This thing's not very good. 10 spree, killing spree, triple kill. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna eat this banana in anger.